Surely I must make a comment on this letter sent to me 2 weeks ago. And, it's very good to see horsemen, especially jockeys, who are concerned about the less privileged. Here goes. My name is O'Neill Mullins. I'm a jockey by profession. I, along with my fellow co-workers, Paul Francis, Sadiki Blake, and Daniel Thompson, are hosting a back-to-school treat and family fun day for the children of Riverton City, surrounding communities on the 29th of July 2022. The day's activities will include bounce about, trampoline, water slide, etc. We are kindly asking for your support in proceeds towards this event, whether it may be backpacks, notebooks, pencils, pen, markers, etc. Your contribution will be greatly appreciated. This is for a worthy cause. We look forward to your favorable response. O'Neill Mullins, Paul Francis, Sadiki Blake, and Daniel Thompson. And it's really a good gesture, and we should try our best to support same. You can call these numbers 876-350-5787, that's 876-350-5787, or 876-591-4777, that's 876-591-4777. Whatever you give will be of great assistance to the less privileged. We are living in very hard times, and it gets harder by the day. We have 10 races for this classic weekend. And the first race starts approximately 11:45 a.m. They will be going 6 furlongs or 1,200 meters, 9 declared for fours and up, who haven't won, native bred fours and up rather, who haven't won 2 races, and imported fours and up, who are maidens. Number 1, Big Man Baden, cutting back half a furlong after trying to make it a pole-to-pole affair on the 19th of June, going 6.5 furlongs at 7-1. Fought out a bit, but couldn't match the force of Heart of a Lion, and ended up second, 3.5 lengths behind that one. Should be able to figure again if focused to do so. Big Ben Baden gets an A. Number 3, Big Argument, maybe there for the first 3 furlongs. Big Argument for me gets a C, regardless of card in his 10. Number 4, JJ the Striker, jostled twice in the race that he last ran in, and did well regardless. On the 26th of June, that was last week, going 5 furlongs round, was bounced about as the gate opens, and this 4-5 favourite again was impeded approaching the final turn, and finished third, 4 lengths behind Letters in Goal, Jackson Blessings, and should have a very good chance to recoup losses. JJ the Striker gets an A. Number 5, The Good Life, loses 2 kilos for a nose loss to number 9, Great Brit. I can't understand how it comes to get that swing in the scale. Anyway, these things only happen at Planet Caymanas Park. The Good Life gets an A- for me. Number 6, Hijo Primero, back at the distance alike on the 14th of May at 52-1, and closed to get winning 4 and 6 position to Tequila Blue, King Arthur, and Letters in Goal. He was at the same distance again where he won earlier. That was on the 25th of October last season, and at 11-1 ran on to just get up to be Traditional Boy and Perezo. So it seems Hijo Primero is a slick customer, gets a B, and could really upset if focused to do so. Number 9, Great Brit, was closing alongside The Good Life on the 18th of June. That's the last time it ran, going 5.5 furlongs, finishing 3/4 and second to Victoria Medallion, and had the good life and nose behind. Great Brit was carrying 52 kilos, the good life 54. Now they're sitting level. And Tony Thomas rode the good life in that race. And now he rides Great Brit here. Very interesting. Great Brit gets an A. Any one of these can win. And this is my order of preference. Number 4, JJ the Striker. Number 5, The Good Life. Number 9, Great Brit. Number 1, Big Man Baden. Number 6, Hijo Primero. Second race, 7 declared. They're going 6 furlongs or 12 meters for children up. It's an optional claim race, 300 to 400,000. And neighborhood 6-year-olds and up who hasn't won 4 races in their lifetime. Number 2, Mr. Linders, very consistent gelding who must be the one to beat based off his last run on the 5th of June, going 5.5 furlongs up with the speed and came a length second behind the out-of-class Baltusrol. Had Pacman behind. Mr. Linders gets an A. And 3, whatever, still in very good condition. And it's interesting, Cardena Stay could be one of the most physically soundest horse here and should be able to get into your trifecta or your superfecta at fair odds. Whatever gets a B. Number 4, Buckalock ran even up the stretch last week in a 250,000 tag. A new connection has upped this one in to 400,000. Even though against nemesis who were with her at the 250,000 level tag class, and Buckalock did well. Should be given some consideration, but for me, I'm giving Buckalock a C rating. Number 5, Miss Linda Ray, quickly back after that easy win 6 days ago on the 26th of June, going 7 furlongs, when pulling away winning by 3 lengths, beating Sweet Medicine and Sir Puddington at the 250 tag. Was claimed from that race, and another who is up in the 400,000 claiming tag. She's in very good condition, but ain't all that consistent, but surely fit. Miss Linda Ray gets an A. Number 6, Ness Percy, inconsistent sort, who is 57 kilos. In here again, and in that last race, had 57 kilos as well. His odds then in his last was 671 out a route. He ain't comfortable with it. That's the 19th of June, going 5 furlongs straight. Ran evenly to be 4.25 lengths to City Council, Broken Light, and for Velocity. Ness Pierce gets a B+ because of the handicaps, but can surely win at a decent price. Number 7, Nina Dorado, low speed and from the same barn as number 2, Mr. Linders, that's Lawrence Freeman's barn. Funny race it could be. Well, anyway, Nina Dorado gets a B. Number 2, though, Mr. Linders, just for number 5, Mr. Linda Ray. Number 6, Des Percy. Number 7, Nina Dorado. Third race goes a mile or 1,600 meters. Only 8 horses were declared for this race. And 4 native bred 4s and up who haven't won 3 races, and imported 4s and up who has only won once. Number 1, Minded Cat, ran a clinker and last. That was the 19th of June, going 6.5 furlongs, 2 to 5 favourite. Didn't show up at all and ended up 7th, 9.5 lengths behind Moneyman, Prosecco, Buff Bay. Can rebound to his consistency, which can allow a long overdue win, especially with Shane Ellis in the saddle. Minded Cat gets an A. Number 2, Positive ID, back to the class where he can compete. Could create a mild upset. This one gets an A rating. Number 6, Having a Glitter, fairly consistent, wiry filly who hails from an informed camp. That's the barn of Gary Sobrati, who has expectations of winning the trainer's title. In my opinion, I think he will get the second behind Jason Da Costa, who I think will win the championship. Yes, I'm going against the protocol of media protocol by declaring Jason Da Costa the winner I don't like to follow protocols, most of them, because, to me, it's hypocritical, and I'm not one. Anyway, let's get back to the races. I'm looking to get a B minus for me. Number 7, Kai Alexis, another who is back to where she can compete and could make this a pole-to-pole affair. Kai Alexis gets an A. Number 8, Catalina loudly whispered and laughed and ran no race at all. That was on the 25th of June last week. Out the straight, which I am not sure this horse loves, and finished 10th, 7 3/4 lengths to Quiet Boss, Cataba, and Hard to See. This trip is more to her liking, and no more Walker stays, and the tongue tie will be on. Catalina gets a B. Number 2, though, Positive ID. For number 7, Kai Alexis. Number 1, Minded Cat. Number 8, Catalina. The top 4 in this race for me, those 4. With number 6, having a good day as usual, filling the lower exotic spot. 4th race, 7 declared. This race goes 1,100 meters or 5.5 furlongs for native-bred trio. It's a made special weight race. Number 2, another wave broke awkward when the gates opened on the 26th of June. That was last week. When 7 furlongs, and he got beat by 5, got beat into 5th place, 6 1/4 lengths, and Manager Walk, Love Dub, Zion Princess. Get First Time Blinkers here has been well supported in all 8 career starts, and yet to make the wave to get into the winner's enclosure. Another wave gets a B plus for me here. Number 3, Noble Impulse, said to be a good one, and it showed that confidence why he got 4 to 5 on his debut last week, going 5 furlongs round, and up with the speed and flattened to be 3rd, 8.5 lengths behind Sugar Daddy last bid. Facing tougher here, let's see if he can improve on that for a better display. Noble Impulse get a B plus. Number 4, Adenosine, a debutant, born the 31st of May at Chester Colt by Land Tamer out of Venetia by Stormcraft. Pink Elena owns, in Passat trains. Sandro Solomon, the breeder, the groom, Anthony Beach, Richard Delaney, he rides. Will need more time. Adenosine gets a D rating. Number 6, Babylon will fall. Babylon hasn't fallen as yet for connections. Was a late starter in last 3 intended starts. And, it's really peculiar. So, I'm giving Babylon for the C plus rating. Number 7, Awesome Prince. Very, very well-bred colt by Vancouver, who is a freshman sire who is doing greatly overseas, and by Awesome Lucy by Fort Lawn. Well-bred mare. Obviously, Awesome Prince should improve and last display. We're on the 19th of June, going 6.5 furlongs. Finish a good second, 3.5 lengths behind, get a Pepsi, and Edfield a length behind. We'll be having first time late 6. Awesome Prince gets an A, and I'm making that one my top selection. This is a breeding I really adored, and a horse that looks very good. Awesome Prince for me to beat. Number 2, Another Wave. Number 3, Noble Impulse. Number 6, Babylon will fall. DK water provides much needed oxygen to the entire body, including your brain. DK water aids in good digestion and helps maintain a healthy body weight. It doesn't taste flat or boiled. It makes an excellent tasting experience. Located at 2 Creek Road, Kingston 6, adjacent to Robertson Avenue, near the Arderwind and Mountain View stoplight at the National Stadium. Call them, 876-627-911-425. That's 876-627-911-425, or 876-807-5316. That's 876-807-5316. Their website, Destination Kingston, 876.com. Check them out. This website reveals a lot. Go relax yourself and spend quality time at Soup Hill Bar, 14 Keswick Plaza, Newtown Corner, Hayes, Clarendon, easily seen off the main road along the Jamaica Highway towards the end of Very Technical High School. Safe, secure, super atmosphere, courteous staff, and cuisines cooked to order. Join the movement to make your presence for the future. Race 5 goes 800 meters straight or 4 furlongs straight. 9 were declared. It's for choosing up. It's for the category 200, 250,000 as well as native bred 5-year-olds who are still a maiden. And it is also for those horses who haven't finished first, second, or third since March 1st, 2022. These condition races are always penciled out by connections. So those horses who is coming off a short respite, you have to give them much consideration. Number 1, Wojtek, last 4 weren't positive. And, in this race, there's so many ifs here, and it's hard to decipher. Wojtek gets a C. As a matter of fact, the whole field should deserve a C, but let's go on. Number 2, Chai Tu Prince can do better. Well, can he of late? I don't know. But let's give him a B+ rating. Number 3, Rockdale, even though returning uncomfortable on June the 18th, after that race, has to give him a chance. Rockdale gets an A. Number 6, Storm Valley, last 3 were very, very poor. Trying a straight course to improve. Storm Valley gets a C+. Number 7, Lady Budget, could get an exotic spot on the board at good odds. Lady Budget gets a B-. Number 9, Father Earl, let's see if the stable chains can do him better, especially with Anthony Thomas on. Father Earl, for his last 2 starts, wasn't all that happy returning to the saddle and enclosure. As I said, a set of ifs, so be careful. Top 5 though. Number 9, Father Royal. Number 3, Rockdale. Number 7, Lady Budget. Number 1, Wojtek. Number 2, Chai Tu Prince. Any one of these can win. And, what a race to be part of here. Pick 6, your pick 6s. Your rolling triples, your pick 5s, and surely the catch 9. I move on to race 6. It's for chosen up. It's the claimant race. 600 to 750,000, 10 declared, 5 furlongs straight, or 1,000 meters straight. Number 1, Jamai Raja, will be a late on starter tomorrow. Number 3, Sudden Flight, looking okay in the morning, then is placed against some serious rivals and has to take a sudden flight to have the win. Could he? Maybe. Sudden Flight gets a B for me, just on looks. Number 4, Lightning McQueen, ran okay, if you can call it that, on last. That's the 25th of June, just last week. Led, going 5.5 furlongs long and Wheaton to be second, 3 lengths behind. Loose Ball was flying. Hardcore pursuit ahead behind. Quickly back, dropping a notch down in claim. Lightning McQueen, for that, gets a B+ for me. Number 5, Cartel. This barn had him in the past, and he didn't do well for day. Let's see round 2 what they will do. Cartel gets a C+. Number 6, Katie Rocket ran his worst race in ages on last. That's the 8th of May, going 5 furlongs straight. Got 6-1, finished 14th by 20 lengths behind Lightning McQueen, Robert Me, Sarah. That display plus the 6-1 odds says why he's in for the $600 tag. Still, he has back class, and the Open Gate Show gives him a B rating. Number 7, Lala Diva, still in good condition, and kudos to older trainer Enos Brown. However, has a lot to find for a top 2 spot. Lala Diva gets a B-. Number 8, Will the Conquer, seemingly prefers the straight course and should be given a good chance here. Will the Conquer gets an A. Number 9, Sir Cal, has speed as well as Anthony Thomas, going out his favourite course. Tomorrow, I don't know what to say about this horse, but I'm giving him a B-. Number 10, Special Counsel, running well since the start of the season, showing how fit she is. but up against a lot of speed here. However, she should not be completely overlooked. Special counsel gets an A minus. Number 8, Will the Conquer from number 10. Special counsel. Number 6, Katie Rocket. Number 3, Sudden Flight. Number 9, Circle. Well, for those who play the Big Sixes and Golden Triples, surely I know you would have to carry number 4, Lightning McQueen, and it's your choice, don't it? As well as your money too. 7th race goes 6 furlongs or 12 meters for children up, and it's an overnight allowance race. 8 declared. Number 1, Awesome Treasure, still looking in focus mood in the mornings. Awesome Treasure gets a B. Number 3, Solid Approach, should be somewhere in the lower order on the board. Solid Approach gets a B minus. Number 4, Sparkle Diamond, recently claimed by trainer Ryan Darby and placed up here. Ryan Darby does well with these claiming horses. Sparkle Diamond gets a C+. Number 5, Love Lucy, pretty consistent sort who can take these behind all the way past in the winning post. Another bewildering happening with the conditions to have this horse seemingly a blot in the handicap. Love Lucy gets an A. Number 6, The Good Witch, looking much tighter at present and should give her best display yet. Still has 1 or 2 to overcome though. And if all goes well, I think after this race, The Good Witch should be competing and could possibly win. We will see. The Good Witch here gets a B+. And the 7 Roger on the Pilot, its physicality is the concern, but has a huge heart and surely can perform. Roger on the Pilot gets an A. Number 5, Show Love Lucy. Number 7, Roger on the Pilot. Number 1, Awesome Treasure. Number 6, The Good Witch. That's my order of preference. Race 8 goes 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs for native-bred Trios who has won 2 races and imported Trios who remains a maiden. This race is restricted to fillies and mares only. Number 1 is Silent Vision, flopped as a 3-2 favourite, going 2 turns for the first time, up with the pace in that race, but Faded will find this trip better to her liking. Silent Mission gets an A. Number 2, Fly Method to Fly, may earn a low exotic spot. Number 5, Pellicula. Another who attempts 2 turns for the first time, was prominent throughout and could improve on that run when she finished third, 6.5 lengths behind Sunshine Silhouette and Unruly Boss. Pellicula gets what a tongue twister. Pellicula, yes, that's it. Gets a B+ for me. Number 8, Our Angel, was the closest to the sensational Trio filly Atomica in her last twice. So obviously, Our Angel has to get an A rating. Number 9, Real Boss, looking improved on the Casas track, but has much to find for the win presently. Is well bred by Tonalis out of Hisi by Buddha. Real Boss gets a B. Number 8, Our Angel, from number 1, Silent Mission. Number 5, Pellicula. Number 9, Real Boss. Number 2, Fly Messenger Fly. The penultimate race and co-feature is the Clovis Metcalf Cup. Clovis Metcalf, a humanitarian, is the chairman for the Jamaican Racing Commission and the Betting, Gaming and Lottery Commission, part owner of Hams Farm, a breeder, one of which is Mahogany, who is in this event. In his earlier time, the consistent line of polyanters, and who had this mare, Midnight Angel, who really produces some very good horses, include Regent Gold, Super Lee, just to name a few. Clovis Metcalf, an icon in our local horse racing industry, and the Open Gate Show applauds this gentleman. Incidentally, is also a banker. 7 declared for this 7.5 furlongs event, of which 7.5 furlongs is still equivalent to 1,500 meters. It's for thrills and up, an open allowance race. Number 1, I've Got Magic, failed miserably in his first attempt going 2 turns and back to a suited trip and working well. I've Got Magic gets a B for me. Number 2, Calculus, looking razor sharp in the mornings and if fully focused tomorrow, could get a top 3 spot at least. Calculus gets an A minus. Number 3, Billy Whiz. Billy can whiz when focused to do so. He's up against the best in the islands here now, and it would surprise me if Billy Whiz win. But Jason Acosta's barn is red hot, and anything goes. Billy Whiz, though, get a B minus for me. Number 4, Money Monster should find his way in time at its level. Money Monster gets a C. Number 5, Mahogany, super fit just now and at its handicap, will win. Well, should win. Being the long speed, Mahogany gets an A. Number 6, Further and Beyond. Has he gone beyond, or he has further to show? Is the Tractors? He's a top class performer, going further down in the season. Working well and air off a respite which he adores when he runs fresh. Have no excuse to get into the top 2. Further and Beyond gets a A. Number 7, I Am Fred, better stablemate Billy Whiz on last. I Am Fred gets a C. Number 5, Mahogany. From number 2, Calculus. Number 6, Further and Beyond. Number 1, I've Got Magic. The final race, the Jamaica St. Ledger. Normally, this race simulates the final classics all over the world. Well, we're in modern times and changes can be made. And Supreme Ventures has made quite a number of changes and got a lot of flack for it, but that is all gone and we accept what is happening so far. This race has 13 declared. 8 of these 13 will experience 2 turns for the first time. And I'm talking the top 6 horses in this event. So, we'll see who has stamina. And I can tell you, the Derby winner surely is in this race. It will be going 2,000 meters or 10 furlongs. And it's a native bred 3-year-old futurity race, co-sponsored by BetMaster to a whopping purse of $4.5 million. Number 1, Brinks, born 19th of February, beginning by Burn Identity, out of Indian Bluff by Pine Bluff. Kevin Prasad and Everton Campbell owns. Ian Prasad bred Philip Rigg. The groom, Ryan Lewis, should be riding this horse. Showed he's backed himself as last race, as the display in that last race on the 5th of June, going a mile at 11-1, led and ran well, even though getting 9.5 lengths beaten, sitting level with Blue Vinyl, who surely is here, had Emperor's Cats 1.5 lengths behind. Ideally drawn, because he'll be going the shortest route, and he'll be up with the speed, bred to easily get the distance. And I wish owner Everton Campbell all the best. Brinks get a B plus for me. Number 2, Sunset Silhouette, born the 6th of April, be fillied by Northern John out of Woofer by Royal Minister, and makes her a half to the superlative horse. She's a Manita. Better known by Ian Kong, the groom Chris to Anthony. Jason Acosta trains Anthony Thomas. He again rides. Has a lot to find, even though the older one here to have won going this 2-turn distance. Well, it's 2-turn route, not distance. None have gone beyond 925 yards. Sunset Thread gets a D. Number 3, Burning Red, born the 5th of May, Chestnut Getting by Burn Identity out of feasibility study by Lemon Drop Kid. PJK team owns Ian Passard trains, Karen Passard bred this one, Anthony Beach the groom. Omar Walker rides. Santa Claus was in town on April the 9th, 2022, in race 6, where this horse was being given away for a mere $1 million. If it rains, burning red can upset. Remember, the Open Gate Show tells you that. However, burning red gets a B minus. Number 4, Emperor of the Cats, born the 1st of March, a bay gelding by Emperor Hall, out of Laws of the Cat by Laws of the Sea, owned, bred and trained by Carl Anderson, the groom Leroy Wolf. Gets 57 kilos, as well as Shane Ellis. Have Burning Red, number 3, to overcome. Emperor of the Cats gets a C rating. Number 5, Atomica, born the 18th of March, just on Philly by Nuclear Wayne out of Onkitonville by Reparations. Orchid Farms owned Jersey by the Trains, Carl Samuda, bred this one, Errol Thomas, the groom, then Dawkins again rides. The distance could be an issue. Well, maybe. This unbeaten trio, who goes this route for the first time with a large resume, does she get beyond a mile against good trios? Really, a good one indeed, this horse. Let's see what happens. Atomica gets an A. Number 6, Power, born the 16th of February, tested cold by Bali by Swift Fox out of War Chant, Lakeland Farm, owned and bred this horse. Philip Fianna trains. And the groom, Cecil Chambers. This horse was born in utero, bred to get a distance of ground, but has one issue that has created some limitations on this horse's true value. One of 7 who has a mammoth task here in this race. Power gets a D. Number 7, they had Cornerstone, born the 23rd of March, a bay colt by Burn Identity out of Soul of the Heart by Perfect Soul. Owned Chief Gary Sabati trains. Alfred Matty bred, Trevor Bernard the groom, Andrew Martin, he will ride this one. Some has hopes for this one to get in the mix. Well, I can't argue with those ambitious minds. I'm giving the 8 Cornerstone a D. Number 8, Outbidder, born the 5th of March, a bay Philip by Savoy Storm out of Rumble by Graham Hall, Carlton Watson owns, Jason Acosta trains, Chad Fiani, Erman Wong Leong, and Donald Wong bred this one, Leon Walker. The groom, Philip Parchment rides. Will get back the blinkers. A disappointing member, this horse, who is shocking to me to be placed here, especially at this distance. Outbidder gets a D. Number 9, Slam, born the 4th of March, a bay gelding by Sensational Slam out of Bedroom Chatter by Super Saver. Owner and Adon, Ran Derby Trains, Hams, Stables Limited, bred this one, Steve Gray the groom, Jamar Jackson rides, is an entry here and gets a D rating. Number 10, Morimoto has scope but has been put to task. So let's see if he can improve further. This horse was born the 24th of May, a bay colt by Catcher Chick out of Lucky to Be Good by Bernie Mark, Stephen Nansing owns, as well as Taryn Eunice, wife of trainer Anthony Eunice. Gordon Buckner bred this one to Fari Wright the groom, Stephen Foster rides. Morimoto gets a C. Number 11, stablemate of Morimoto, Rorema. This horse was born the 30th of May, a bay colt by Bird Identity out of Classic Princess by Western Classic, Anthony Nunes, and Stephen Nansing owns, and as well as Jean Depeau. Anthony Nunes trains this one. Arthur Foreman, the breeder, Ian Winter, the groom, Linton Stedman rides. Ran okay around the turns on last. Finishing fourth, 6 and 3/4 lengths to Sunset of Silhouette and Unruly Boss et al. Even though that experience is an asset, could be best afforded a low top 5 slot. Rema gets a C. Number 12, Blue Vanel, born the 16th of March, just on court by Burn Identity out of Blue Fields by Haynes Fields. M&M Racing Stables own Patrick trained, Ian Prasad bred this horse, Dave Bell the groom, Reddy Schumann, he again rides, and this horse is looking for a hat-trick of wins. Ran and won just as easy as Atomica, bred to get the distance surely, has the best trainer currently at Caymanas Park guiding him. Well, I know I'll be getting a lot of flack for that statement, but that's my opinion. I don't consider myself an ordinary journalist. I consider myself Colin Blair, and it's my show, so nobody can fire me. So, my opinion is mine. Blue Vinyl gets an A. Number 13, Rainsville, born the 12th of April, a Great Gelding by Casual Trick, out of 50 Shades of Frey by Zanzero, Richard Zan. Trains and he part owned with Alexander Haber, and both these gentlemen bred this horse. Curtin Samuels, the groom, Bevita Harvey, he rides. Rainsville has to find more for a placing in the lowest order possible and gets a D. Number 12, Blue Vinyl, from number 5, Atomica. Number 1, Brinks. Number 3, Burning Red. Number 10, number 11, Rorema. Surely there are so many others that can be tucked into your lower exotics. Remember to invite others to subscribe to the Open Gate Show. We'll be doing some special interviews in the days coming, as we've gotten some equipment that will facilitate those interviews. So make sure you ask others to subscribe to the Open Gate Show on YouTube. If you don't know how to subscribe, well, I can tell you it's free, but you can ask somebody who knows. DK water provides much needed oxygen to the entire body, including our brain. DK water aids in good digestion and helps maintaining a healthy body weight. It doesn't taste flat or boiled. It makes an excellent tasting experience. Located at 2 Creek Road, Kingston 6, adjacent to Robertson Avenue, near the Arderwind and Mountain View stoplight at the National Stadium. Call them 876-627-911-425. That's 876-627-911-425 or 876-807-5316. That's 876-807-5316. Their website, destinationkingston876.com. Check out this website. Go relax yourself and spend quality time at Superior Bar, 14 Keswick Plaza, Newtown Corner, Hayes, Clarendon, easily seen off the main road along the Jamaica main highway towards the end of Rear Technical High School. Safe, secure, super atmosphere, courteous staff, and cuisines cooked to order. Join the movement to make your present for the future. Where else to stay for your anything, a day, a weekend, or whatever? See also Riders Inn, located on the back road from Bayside, along the Bayside and Causeway Toll Booth. Its reputation speaks for itself. Call and make your reservations 876-704-6245. That's 876-704-6245. Seafood and other restaurants are closely by. That's it for the Open Gate Show. And I wish you all the best. And let's hope that we'll have a good racing surface tomorrow, because we have a lot of sudden inclement weather. Well, it's the time for that. So take care, and as usual, good luck. Join me Friday when I'll try to decipher the double race meet coming up once again. So many double race meet. Take care.